somewhere in Amazonia. Any sign of our men?
Nothing here, boss. There are no other entrances or exits to the temple except the one we already know. If they had wanted to escape, we would have seen them.
Better that way. They'd rather be dead than try to rob me.
Yes, sir. I can prepare another group to...
Quiet! Someone is coming.
Doc, you were right. Here's an entrance.
Fantastic! Wait until we get there.
I know those voices. It is the crew of the SS Adventure.
Don't worry, boss. This time I'm going to make it clear who got here first.
No. Gather the men and stay hidden. Let's see what they do.
As you wish, boss.
Oh, great. Another empty cave.
You shouldn't go so far, Capitan. Doc said that there could be landslides. Or traps.
There's nothing here, Miguel. Least of all, traps.
I don't understand. According to my father's diary, this should be the place.
Such a long travel for nothing.
8,411 nautical miles and a lot of adventures, Captain.
Of course. How to forget the situation with the cannibals?
Or those guys from the strange cult, Captain.
Or when our ship was stolen.
These are the exact coordinates. The Golden Idol should be here. So much studying. A whole life dedicated to this.
Well, you may not have found any treasure. But at least you have us. Right, Doc?
Capitan, I think Doc is about to have a heart attack.
Hey, honey, you should relax.
For the umpteenth time. Don't call me honey!
Uh-oh.
Harrison!
I told him not to go far.
Harrison!
I'm fine! Hey, Doc! I think I found that little golden doll you've been looking for.
I knew it! Listen to me carefully. That pedestal is surely a trap. You should look for something of a similar weight to replace the idol.
Easy, Doc. These traps must have been disabled for centuries.
You could ask the guy with the arrow through his head.
I think that rock over there should do the trick. If I get stuck here, I'll paint a face over it and we'll be best friends. I don't know how many things I can say about a rock. I think the scientific term for that is headshot.
I couldn't have said it better.
This arrow could be useful. It's a tribal arrow. Hello? No answer. Disappointing, isn't it? It's a broken fountain. The sculpture is of a toad or something.
It is not a toad, it's the goddess Talima. She represents the cycle of life and death.
Okay, Doc. Thanks for the tip.
Just for the record, I thought it was a toad too.
It is a vine of good consistency. It goes down to the floor and gets lost in the water. I'm not going to achieve anything by pulling it. I hope there's nothing waiting to bite me. Three solid gold coins! Now that's what I call making a good bet. I'm going to take them as compensation for the blow I took earlier. I can't do anything with it.
You could take a photo of it.
Sure! Just throw me the camera!
Better not. I've seen you trying to catch a ball.
It's the hole I fell through. I can see Doc and Miguel on the other side. Miguel!
Oh, Captain, my Captain!
Any idea on how to get out of here?
Yes, lots of them. Although it would require some heavy machinery. Or at least a ladder.
I'll talk to you later.
Keep in touch, Capitan.
I wonder what that glow is. Let's see what we have here. A lighter! And it still has some charge. Let's see if this thing works. Well, it seems like it does. 3 Tolueca gold coins. One for me, one for Miguel, and one for Doc. If she ends up paying us for all the extra work. This place is in ruins. Plants destroyed everything.
According to the records, this used to be a majestic place. All ornamentation seems to have been lost over time, and the murals were washed off. What a pity.
The vines are too slippery to climb up there. That's odd. There seems to be something in the water. I wonder what that is. Yuck! It's just a pile of mud. It is a pile of mud, still wet. There's another chamber over there. It's some kind of pond. I don't know how deep it goes. There's only water there. There will be time to find a way out. I should get the idol first. It's that little golden doll Doc was looking for.
For crying out loud, Harrison! It's an idol! And it's made of gold!
That's what I'm saying. A little golden doll. Oh yes. Here comes the Easter egg everyone was waiting for. Uh-oh. Now that I have the idol, I won't be able to find a way out. At least until I get that door open.
Perhaps if you place the correct weight on the pedestal, you will be able to open it.
At the moment, it prevents further traps from being triggered. No, I should make a swap like the last time, but with better results. It's closed, and it seems impenetrable.
Perhaps if you place the correct weight on the pedestal, you will be able to open.
He looks like his name is Arturo. I don't want to return it. Covering it up with mud won't do any good. That makes no sense. I don't want to set it on fire. The skull doesn't weigh as much as the idol. Maybe that can be solved. Why would I do that? Let's see how this goes. A perfect match! I'll keep the change. It's crazy those coins have fitted like that. The rest of the holes are much smaller. From now on, it will be my lucky coin. It still needs weight to match the idol. It still needs weight to match the idol. It's crazy those coins. The rest of the holes are much smaller. From now on, it will be my lucky coin. Let's see how this works. It cannot hold water. This skull has too many holes. It's crazy. The rest of... Let's see what happens if we cover the rest of the holes with mud. Done. Now I have a muddy skull. Yay. The holes are already sealed, although the mud is still wet. It is still rather light compared to the idol. Maybe this will work. Not only was it unable to hold water, all the mud has also come off. Done. The holes are already sealed, although the mud is still wet. It is still rather light compared to the idol. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. Unbelievable! The charge in the lighter was just enough to dry the mud.
Nice vase, Captain!
Did he find a Tolueca vase?
No, he made one out of a skull and mud.
Oh, that is... disgusting.
It still lacks some weight, But now I can fill it with something without leaking. In theory, this cannot fail. Perfect. Not a drop is leaking. I think it's already at the right weight. All that's left is to check it out. All right. Here goes nothing. Phew. Perfect. Nothing to envy that Duchamp guy. Nothing to envy that Duchamp guy. No, now it's perfect. There's another chamber over there. Miguel!
Your command, Captain?
I'm going to look for an exit. If you don't hear from me in an hour, it's because I need help. All right?
All right, my Captain.
Damn it. If there was ever a way out of here, it has already been swallowed by vegetation. That's for not keeping regular maintenance on your garden. It looks too slippery. It looks too slippery to climb on it. If I had to guess, I'd say he died of starvation. Because his ribs are showing. It is impossible to move it. Let's see what we have here. It's used to shoot harpoons, although there are none in sight.
Who knew a dead man would have such a grip? It is the dead man's hand. Seems welded to the dead man's hand. I can't get him to drop the spear gun. I can't open his hand.
That's for not keeping regular maintenance on your garden. It looks too slippery to climb on it. A machete, almost blunt. This may be useful. It's a tribal arrow. It's not very sharp, but it can be of some use. That could ruin the blade of the machete. That could ruin the blade of the machete. It's not very sharp, but it can be of some use.
We thought you were trying to find your way out.
Yeah, about that. The only thing that I found was another corpse.
All right. I'm going to bring the rope from the sheep. That's 2 days to get there and back, so try not to die in the meantime, Captain.
Hold on, Miguel. Maybe I can find a way to get out of here sooner. I hope I'm not too rusty with this. Great! The vine is much longer than I expected. It is a vine. It is quite long, but also a bit heavy. arrow-free, and life-free. It would make a fine ashtray, but better not. It is impossible to move it. I don't see the point. What are you thinking? Why would I do that? I don't even want to imagine what it would cost to fix that. Even if I could get there, I wouldn't fit through that hole. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? It is one of those famous bye-bye eyebrow lighters. They are known for the size of their flame.
Levering does not work either.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Miguel!
Yes, Capitan!
Could you use this machete for something if I throw it to you?
Of course, Captain! I could throw it back to you!
Sometimes he thinks he's funnier than he really is. Doc!
Harrison,
Any idea on how to get out of here?
we could try using something to make a rope, but I can't think of anything.
Why don't you call me Captain?
I do when we're on the ship and you're in charge. On land, you are my subordinate.
Okay, then you are responsible for getting me out of this situation.
That's right. And I order you to do everything you can to get out of there on your own.
But, damn, she's good. What can you tell me about this place?
You are in the main chamber of the Temple of the Worlds, which once belonged to the Tolueca who inhabited this territory. Their main goddess was called Talima, and the golden idol represents what we would call a human soul, ready to pass on to the world of the dead.
Interesting story.
Yes, but you should be more interested in how to get out of there.
When you're right, Doc. What do you think of our services so far?
Nah, you get what you pay for, I guess.
Thanks?
You're welcome.
What do you think of our...
Nah. You're welcome.
Talk to you later.
Anytime.
Miguel!
Standing by, Capitan!
Could you catch this vine if I throw it to you?
Of course, Captain. Do you think you can throw it that high?
He's right. I better try something else. Nothing to envy that Duchamp guy. No! Now it's perfect. Miguel!
Oh, Captain, my Captain!
What do you think about this place?
Well, I feel quite relieved that it's you down there and not me, Captain.
Jeez, thanks for your sincerity, Miguel.
De nada, mi Capitán.
What do you think about Doc?
We've already discussed that in private, Capitán. I don't think it's worth repeating it now.
My. I wonder why.
You may feel overwhelmed at receiving so many compliments, Doc.
Yeah, right.
Any idea on how to get out of here?
Yes, lots of them. Although, or at
I'll talk to you later.
keep in touch, Capitán.
What are you thinking? It is impossible to move it. Let's see what we have here. I don't see the point. Why would I do that? I'm not going to like this any more than you, buddy. Whoops. I completely destroyed his hand. And I also broke the rock. It's loose at last. You won't need this anymore. I smashed his hand. Now, on top of being dead, he's one-armed. I'd better leave him alone. It's used to shoot harpoons. It fit like a glove. Now it's loaded. This would be able to put a hole in anything you can think of. Miguel!
Yes, Capitán.
Could you use this for something?
I could shoot you and see if you're able to dodge it.
Better not. That game went very badly last time. Miguel!
Yes,
Could you use this for
I could shoot you and see if you...
Better not. That game went... This would be able to put a hole in anything you can think of. Aha! I think I have a new favorite toy. A sophisticated display of wit and manual skills. Ahem. I'm coming out! Make some room! When the arrow sticks, pull the vine to get me up! Is that clear? I'll take that silence as a yes.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I haven't climbed a rope since high school.
After a while,
Please! My arms are killing me!
unbelievably later.
Professor Weaver, I should have known something was wrong.
I am glad to see you too, Captain.
What are you doing here?
I couldn't get a good tan in England. So, what do you think, Captain Quinn?
Why do you wear a suit in the middle of the jungle?
Why do you wear a sailor's hat in the mainland?
Because I am a ship's captain.
And I am a respectable man.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. What are you doing with this thug?
A man with no moral compass can always be useful. You've been around the world, Captain. You should know this sort of things by now.
What have you done with Doc and Miguel?
Do not worry, Mr. Queen. Your colleagues are being well looked after.
I still can't believe it! How can Weaver steal the idol from us like that?
Excuse me, Doc, but weren't we stealing it from the temple?
That's not the same. That idol belongs in a museum.
Really? How curious. I thought it belonged to the Toluca.
Shut up, Miguel.
Can't you do your own research and stop following us around?
Follow you? We have been here for weeks. You have arrived just in time for our retreat. In fact, I think you've met some of my men down there. At least now I can rest assured that they didn't run off with my treasure.
But that's impossible! The vegetation on them was many years old.
Mr. Quinn, I am surprised. Didn't your lady friend tell you about the powers of the Idol of Souls?
The powers?
Poor fool. You didn't even know what you were looking for. Don't worry, Captain. Come with us, and you can ask all the questions you want to your sweet doctor.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Set my friends free.
All right, Mr. Quinn. If you don't wish to cooperate, we will have to convince you. Mr. Mice, present your arguments to the man.
Wait a minute, there's no need to...